We're revved up for an epic adventure with BYT and the Jimmy, loaded up and ready to conquer the annual Vernal Rock Rally in eastern Utah. The journey kicks off with a 3-hour drive from Salt Lake City, but first, a crucial pit stop in Heber for some fuel and a quick gear check. While I was giving the hubs a once-over, I noticed the back right hub was a bit warmer than the rest. Nothing alarming, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Everything else checked out, so we hit the road with adrenaline pumping.
Now here we are, pulling into Vernal, getting ready for the Vernal Rock Rally. Right on, can't wait. Can't wait to see what the wheeling's like around here.
Bright and early the next morning, we rolled north of town to the epicenter of trail excitement. The Vernal Rod and Gun Club welcomed us with open arms and plenty of space. The trails for this year's rally were just a short drive away, setting the stage for a day of adrenaline-fueled action. Keith and I geared up and lined up with the rest of the rigs, airing down our tires and readying ourselves for the wild ride ahead. Ryan, unfortunately, had to miss day one due to a stubborn issue with the Jimmy. After a quick driver's meeting, the real fun began. We charged towards the trailhead, cutting through a hauntingly beautiful landscape scarred by recent wildfires. The charred remains of trees created an eerie backdrop, adding a touch of the mysterious as we plunged into the wild terrain. Buckle up, this is going to be an unforgettable ride. Today's trail, Coyote Gulch.
Alright, here we come up on our first obstacle of the day. See what we got.
Nestled between the thrilling Docks Beach and wild sandbar trails, this brand new route is like nothing you've tackled before. It's a blank canvas, promising a wild ride with surprises around every corner. With its steep climbs, nerve-wracking descents, and off-camber sections that'll have you clinging to your seat, Coyote Gulch is set to be an exhilarating challenge.
Backing up just to give him some room.
No, the last time we ran the trail, it said hollow with Jeeps.
Oh, yeah. Watching them dump? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving them room.
Seems like a good idea.
There's a bypass on the left for you guys.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I do it. I'm about as short as they are.
Make sure you take it out nice and straight. How about that?
Yeah, that'll make it better. I'm not any longer than the Jeep, so we'll see.
You want to come up to the first one here or the other one?
Giggity, giggity! We got her. Back it up. Nice job. Nice job.
At the midpoint of the trail, we're heading up a steep climb, then through a narrow saddle that's a tight squeeze for our full-size rigs, before descending down a twisting drop on the other side.
See what I'm saying? It's very you can't see anything. Okay, gotcha. No problem.
Next up, we crawl through a narrow canyon with a treacherous drop-off at the entrance. Keith's long wheelbase Suburban, Twinkie, hung a tire off the edge, causing the trail guide to hold his breath as he navigated this tricky spot. But he made it through without a scratch.
Like it was nothing. Good job, Keith.
Thanks. The visors on.
Always fine.
That wasn't the only close call. As we navigated the narrow track at the edge of the canyon, one of the Jeeps got a bit off course and high-centered. No worries though, a quick tug and he was back in action, ready to tackle what's next.
He's just showing everybody else what not to do.
That was nice of him.
I thought so.
The canyon's final challenge? A massive rock smack in the middle of the trail, with a steep drop-off on the passenger side that could spell disaster if misjudged. Keith's beast of a Suburban on 42-inch tires made quick work of this one, conquering the obstacle with ease. After After an epic day on the trail, we took a moment to soak in the stunning scenery before heading back to Vernal. There, we found Ryan deep into diagnosing the Jimmy's issues. This may not be the most glamorous angle, but sometimes you've got to get all the way in to fix these big trucks. Fortunately, we pinpointed the problem to faulty spark plugs, and soon enough, Ryan was back up and running. With that hurdle cleared, we cleaned up and headed out to dinner with the rest of the rally's participants, courtesy of this year's awesome sponsors. Our full-size rigs may look a little bit out of place among the Jeeps, but Keith and I found a cozy spot right next to a Bronco. Post-dinner, we checked out the other rigs, explored the sponsor booths, and then hit the hay, pumped and ready for tomorrow's trail. With Ryan's rig all fixed up, he was finally able to join us as we stepped up the difficulty with today's trail being rated as 7.
Here we are lined up to run Doc's Beach. It's like a wide variety of rigs, all things considered. Got a nice Willys here with 90-inch wheelbase. That ought to be fun to follow. Looking forward to seeing how everything turns out.
Doc's Beach is one of the pinnacle trails of the Vernal area and has become well known for its grippy sandstone surface, moon-like appearance, and some of the greatest scenery that can only be seen from this trail, with views of the lush Dry Fork Canyon lined with huge rock cliff canyon walls. Experienced drivers only.
Back down and roll into it a little. You're so close.
I set out with high hopes of conquering the treacherous climb in BYT, but the silt-covered sandstone had other plans. My rig couldn't get the traction it needed and started bouncing uncontrollably. After a few shaky attempts, I decided to play it safe and take the bypass. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. Ryan, on the other hand, showed off some impressive skills.
There it is.
He managed to keep his bouncing under control, and with a little help from our trail leader, tackled the climb like a pro.
Can you go back like a foot?
Angelo, nice view. I said nice view.
Try to give it a little extra.
Nice hat.
While most of the crew opted for the bypass as well, we waited for them to catch up before heading on to our next challenge.
as you can see, there's trails that crisscross all over out here, which is nice that there's so many trails all in the same area. Without a guide, you can easily get off track and not be running the trail you think you're running. Luckily, we got a guide.
So right here at the Vernal Rock Rally, check out this awesome scout. We got our friend Alex here, he's our trail guide. And tell us about your rig.
Well, this is Blurple. She's a 71 International Scout 800B. So it's the last year of this body style before they went into the Scout 2s. She's obviously seen some damage since I first built her about 5 years ago. It's got a Jeep 4-liter straight 6 in it, so it's fuel injected, automatic trans, 231T case. I mean, it basically thinks it's a Jeep at this point.
Identifies as a scout.
Yeah, identifies as a Scout. Link suspension, didn't want to play with leaves. It's fun until you break stuff from bouncing.
You're in ORIs.
ORIs in the front, just some TJ coils in the rear with some cheapo shocks for now. Funds kind of dictate everything. Aux lockers front and rear, Dana 30 front, 44 rear. Just tried to keep it as light as possible and use what I had to build it. So it's been a fun rig. She's done everything I've ever wanted it to do and then some until I run out of skill.
We soon face an obstacle aptly named No Mercy. Our trail guide made it look effortless, but a little did I know this beast was about to live up to its name.
Nice little ledge here.
Let's do it.
Alex had warned me that this was a tough one, so I approached with caution, though I wasn't overly concerned. Yet.
Okay. Not quite.
Roll into this one.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Both of them? Unbelievable.
Upon reviewing the footage, it's clear Alex's rig, with its shorter wheelbase, tackled the ledge with finesse, avoiding the dreaded bounce. BYT, however, wasn't so fortunate. With a wheelbase just right to hit both ledges simultaneously, I was met with a nasty bounce that snapped both of my drive shafts. Yep, look close and you can see my front drive shaft leave the chat.
Looks like straps on the 14 bolt went loose. Yeah, you got nothing. Yeah, he's got the. See, oh, that broke nothing's getting in ramp on there.
Didn't touch. Good.
Right there.
All right.
Threw that one out the spline.
You want me to push you back? Probably right there.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, but we're gonna put rock again. Rock there, rock. Yeah, the straps let loose on the 14 bolt.
Really? I wonder if they were getting loose.
The U bolt.
the yoke.
Okay, well, I do have some spare stuff, so let's see. So as long as we have a strap for the back, I should have everything.
I think I might have straps. They're more buried than your ride's probably.
There's the straps for the front, so there's that. Front half shaft, got that. Rear U-joint, got that. Only thing else I broke that I don't have is straps for the rear. Ryan and Keith are looking to see if they have those. If we do, we're back to good.
Bounce, did he? Got up here, front end bounced a little bit, came down. The weight of the front and rear just compressed at the same time. And
I'm really surprised because this thing is handled much more difficult.
This busts drive lines all the time
It does, just the way that.
because people they try to crawl it and they get hopping.
Okay, so what's the secret to it then?
A little bit of momentum.
Momentum.
my bump.
So you think it's... And the only problem, Josh, if we start straightening out, it's going to flatten the threads.
Well, don't do that. Put the nuts on it.
Well, you got the nuts.
Are you sure?
What am I doing?
You're telling us about your dent.
Okay.
It's been there for 20 years.
All right, well, it turns out my drive shaft has a little bit of a bend in it. Goes that way a little bit. But honestly, I've never really had any complaints.
That is a 1410.
Why do I have a 1410?
I don't know. Why do you have this on your yoke, Josh Ashman?
Because I used to have the right thing, and now it's...
This Josh Ashman.
I know what you're saying.
What do you say? What am I saying here, Josh Ashman?
You're saying that you're a dick weasel, and I don't want to deal with it right now.
Is this a maintenance issue?
I don't think so.
Okay. This is a I rode on the asphalt, concrete, rock for too long issue?
Probably.
Okay.
All right, well, we got a problem on the rear. We got the front all fixed, so that's good. But turns out the yoke on the rear is broken. If you look right here, it's broken off, and the bolt is stuck in there, which means we won't be able to put a strap on that. So this isn't really repairable right here. We're gonna have to pull that yoke, which is gonna have to happen back at camp. So we're gonna figure out what to do here to get off the trail. So, well, I do have a slip yoke eliminator. I can pull the shaft.
Yeah.
And get out of here on front wheel drive. All right, I've got everything fixed that I can. Unfortunately, we broke the yoke on the 14 bolt, and I don't have a spare one of those. But there's somebody from town that's going to bring it to me. One of the nice things about this area is how close we are to town. You look right over here, town's right there. So it's not a big deal if you have to run into town to get parts, or if, in this case, somebody's going to bring parts out to us.
Well, one of the sponsors for the event here is Anarchy Off-Road, and they gave their card to contact if anyone needed help with repairs. So we called them up, and they had a spare 14 bolt in their yard. The guy's actually going to pull the yoke off of his axle and bring it up to us. So its delivery of parts was pretty incredible, and they should be here in a little bit. So shout out to them.
So this is off a 1979 Chevy. It's off of my tow truck. It's the 14 bolt I took out because I put a Dana 8 in.
Okay. Well, let's go find out.
Why is it when there's broken people, you're always involved?
I don't know. Worst trail guide ever.
Worst ever. different. They made too much shit. Dude, I can't believe I found these at the shop. I was like, man, I'm pretty good at saving stuff.
Yeah, good call.
Dude, I'm a junk collector, dude.
I'm trying to
Buying stuff sucks.
get the right.
The only thing
amount.
that worries me is going to be the spline count.
Yeah, I guess that's possible.
Boom.
Boom. Okay.
So spline count, that's our only other problem. All right, set that in there. Let's go find out. You see how new this is?
It's
This
brand
is
freaking new.
expensive, dude. This is expensive.
It is.
Just kidding.
Switch-o, change-o. Here you go.
Yeah, here, do you warranty parts? Yeah,
Like a glove?
O'Reilly should have some. If not, AutoZone.
All right, well, thanks to this guy here, Anarchy Off-Road. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah. Anarchy Off-Road, he came and delivered the new parts for us.
Rory
Got
Irish
those
came
put
all the
on.
way. Thanks, Rory.
Thanks, Rory. I love that guy. And trail guide here, he provided the giant socket that I didn't have.
Purple Scout.
Blurple. Blurple. Yeah, the Blurple Scout. Anyway, socket we needed, the parts we needed. A little help from my friends. I'm back up and running. Well, it looks like my day is done after all. We got moving, got up that obstacle with a little help, but it looks like my rear drive shaft is bent more than I thought it was, and potential for a lot more damage if I don't take it easy. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to take the bypass and let these guys do this next obstacle without me. Clean up and head up. Whoa. Whoa. Good Lord. All right, don't put your hands out like that. You know better.
Despite limping along with the bent drive shaft, we weren't about to miss out on the cave. This spot is legendary for epic Jeep photos, but we were about to find out if our full-size rigs could fit into the tight entrance.
Maybe if I didn't have the hardtop on. Oh, come on. There. There. Am I right there? Okay, right up here is where I'm looking.
Large possibility. You want to try creeping it?
Yeah, I'll go more. I just want to make sure you guys are watching because I can't see that. Okay.
That's the side we're watching.
Okay, all right, just check it. Okay. This hardtop isn't perfect, so a little smack it won't hurt nothing.
Slow down. Go driver.
I'm good right here. Looks like I'm gonna clear.
How bad's his front gonna drop and send his rear into it? Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
Okay, go ahead. So you think it twisted?
Yeah. You think?
Yeah, it's completely broken through now. Before it was cracked.
It twisted?
Well, I don't think it's twisted, but it's definitely separated.
Separating?
It's got a 1/4 inch of separation. The plug well.
Okay, we got the BYT into this really cool cave. Fit, very tight fit. Once we got in here, we got looking at it, we got a little bit of a problem. Follow me. Right down here, all that repair work we did, and we didn't notice, the rear axle has broken free of the pumpkin. So I am in dire need of a new rear axle.
Slow. Now slow.
Unfortunately, discovering the broken axle was the final straw for BYT. We had to make our way back to town and call it a day. But hold on, the adventure wasn't over yet. The main event awaited us. Friday evening's show and shine at the Vernal Rock Rally. And wow, did they pull out all the stops. Food trucks, vendor booths, a raffle, an articulation ramp, a slow crawl contest, and prizes for a lot of categories for the show and shine car show. This event had it all. Even though my trip was cut short due to the breakages, the Vernal Rock Rally was a blast. If you're planning to attend next year, check out vernalrockrally.com. Just make sure you grab your tickets early because it sells out fast. That's a wrap from us. Thanks for watching You in a Garage, and we'll see you on the trails.